Hey guys, Dan here with Triad RV Parts and LED for RV, and I had the opportunity to go out to Colorado on business on a trade show with ATP Stag, and since I was going to be out there, I decided to go skiing. Now, you wouldn't think there's that much involved in getting out to the slopes from Denver, but it really is. Now, I live in North Carolina, and whenever I search things here in North Carolina, and searched the very same thing out in Colorado, I got two different results. And one of my greatest resources was the YouTube, so that's part of the reason why I'm making this video. Now, one thing that I did not pick up on through videos or for search queries about the Denver airport is that there are 5 lanes on the east side and 5 lanes on the west side for traffic drop off and pickup. It's private vehicles, public buses, private shuttle vans, ride sharing, and that type of thing. So there are 2 of those. And another thing that I did not pick up on my search queries is that there is a train that runs from the airport to Denver, and it's got about 6 stops on it, and it's very economically priced. Now, this train, which is called the A line, stops at the farthest point away from the airport at a place called Union Station. Union Station has buses that run out to the slopes. These green and white buses are property of the Colorado Department of Transportation, and they are operated under a program called Park and Ride. They are really big on getting lots of folks out to the slope in a very friendly and safe manner. One of the main destinations for these green and white buses is to Breckenridge. Now, once you're in Breckenridge, which is in Summit County provides transportation to quite a few of the other slopes in the area, like Keystone. One thing that I heard a lot of folks talking about is that they would come into Breckenridge up into a certain point and then go over to Keystone to do night skiing. Now, if all the thought of catching this bus and that train and being over here and being over there is a little daunting, just a little, you might consider a company that provides transportation straight from the airport out to Breckenridge. I utilize a company called Fresh Tracks, and my driver named Anthony was Johnny on the spot. The company is very responsive, and you can get them on the phone and they answer questions, and I felt very comfortable with them. So a shout out to Fresh Tracks and Anthony. Another thing to be aware of is that whenever you have fresh powder, Boulder and all of the towns from the foot of the mountain all the way to the Denver airport all converge on the slopes to go skiing. So the traffic is horrendous. Those towns, cities, and communities all converge on the slopes on the weekends as well. If you're planning on renting a car and going out there, keep in mind that the parking out there is a premium and is pretty pricey. Also, if you're on Highway 70 and you're heading out towards the slopes, there is an express lane that has a yellow line. If you are only one person in the car, you do not want to get caught in that lane because your vacation is going to get a little pricier, and you do not want to get caught crossing that yellow line because the ticket on that solid yellow line is also pretty pricey. However, if you've got more than one person in the car and you can cross onto that lane, they will mail you the fee for traveling in that express lane, and it is probably well worth the price. Another very important thing that you need to keep in mind is that if you are going back to the Denver airport and planning on flying out, you do not want to push the envelope on your ride time, whether it's your own car, a rental, or a ride sharing service, because traffic gets really bad. You end up missing your flight and then it gets really expensive. One of the things that I suggest is there is a bunch of hotels out there close to the airport on Tower Drive and very reasonably priced. I stayed at a place for $80 a night, which had breakfast and free transportation to the airport the next morning. You can't beat that. So anyway, I hope that you can find bits and pieces and parts of this that'll fit into your vacation, your plans, and you have a good experience out there. I think most of all of the people that I encountered were very friendly, even at the airport, out at the slopes. And so you should have a really good experience, but with a little bit of planning. So anyway, I hope you find this video helpful. Please give me a thumbs up and hope you have a great time.